Fox here, and welcome to my Barrel of Thoughts, aka my channel where we talk about everything spooky. And today is going to be something new and fresh on my channel called Have You Seen? And it is going to be all about thriller and horror movies alike. I hope to find some movies that you've never heard of that you're going to dash out and see, to some old goodies that you're like, I've seen that and I need to rewatch that. So stay tuned because things are about to get spooky. Okay, let's get comf. So first off, I hope one day to give you guys like a DVD tour of all the horror movies I own, all my digital copies I own, just everything horror movie related I really want to expand on this channel. So I hope this content is for you, and if not, I have book reviews as well, so hopefully you'll find something you love on this channel. But let's get to the movie. So first off, it's called Cabin Girl, and it can be streamed only on Tubi TV. It is a Tubi TV original. And here's a little bit about the plot. So there is a grieving content maker, and she's traveling across the USA trying to find herself, but also finding that she has a pretty good social media stance, and her channel is growing and growing, and finally she stumbles upon this house she felt she's meant to be at, but suddenly becomes, is it just her subscribers watching, or is it something else or someone else? Okay, so my thoughts on Cabin Girl on Tubi TV. So first off, this is a mix of found footage style with a very B-rated horror style cinematography, and I was there for it. It's the haunted house versus psychological thriller, which I also love. I love me a haunted story, but if it becomes something more, throw me for a loop. I'm here for it. Anyway, so she's a content creator. She's grieving for the loss of her parents. So she sells everything, buys a van, and travels across the country and stumbles upon this old house with a history that the townsfolk know about. And that throws her into a world of mystery and paranoia. There is such a tension throughout this movie between the paranormal bits and the paranoia. Could it be a ghost? Could it be a stalker? Could it be conspiracy, sorry. It's all interwoven into this really intricate story, which I loved. It was very simple, but done very well. Now, it is obviously a small town vibe in this desolate, kind of little tight-knit community, which adds kind of this village movie vibe to it, where who can you trust as an outsider? So I love that about this movie. As well, there was a good amount of spooky factors. There was a good amount of blips of psychosis and blips of paranormal that you were just constantly going between the two and just being like, I don't know what exactly is going on, but I really want to find out what is happening and what is going to happen to this poor girl. So that I really enjoyed. There was a good amount of spooky ghost happenings and, you know, like the stalker happenings. It's very well balanced. You don't know what's going to happen. Now that all being said, I really feel this content creator trope is going to be the next big thing, because we have a lot of YouTubers out in the world. We have a lot of TikTok users out in the world. People that are creating content constantly. Even if you aren't a content creator, you're probably posting online. And if you're not, kudos to you, because that's hard to do in these times. But anyway, so I think that's going to be the next big trope in the horror movie and book elements, because this movie really reminded me of a book that I mean to review. It is The Last Word by Taylor Adams, because it's also about a content creator who's struggling with, am I going crazy? Am I being stalked? Or is it paranormal? So I think if you watch this movie and you love it, read The Last Word by Taylor Adams. If you have read Taylor Adams and you want something similar, but in a moving pictures reference, And I would go with this movie, Cabin Girl, on Tubi TV. You don't need a subscription per se, unless you want to go without ads. So that's why I love Tubi TV. I found a lot of good horror movies that I've already seen, but a lot of good originals as well that I'm going to be expressing on this channel. Now, there is enough originality between The Last Word by Taylor Adams, the book, which I'm not going to review right now, but if you did read it and you like it, I think you should give this movie a go. And if you're interested in reading that book, give this movie a go. I think it was really well done. And for a B-rated film, the acting was there. The CGI, it was very minimal, so it was passable. And I really enjoyed this film, so I'm going to be rating it a 4 out of 5. The only reason it's not a solid 5 out of 5 for me is because the ending I found a little predictable. But it worked, and I enjoyed the movie nonetheless. And it's a strong, strong 4 out of 5 tails for me. Cabin Girl on Tubi TV. It is definitely one to look out for. Well, critters, that's all from this Den of Frights today. I hope you enjoyed the new content, and I really appreciate your support. It means a whole wide and wild wilderness to me. It really does, critters. And until next time, stay cozy and stay spooky, because you never know what's coming. Bye.